Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And it almost feels like we were destined to get to this point. The top two seeds of the college football playoff have survived. They've been on a collision course all season long. They've come through the challenges and the distractions, and now they'll fight for that beautiful trophy. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here, as always, by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it here. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back hits behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Scanning the field. It's Beck. He's hit as he throws it. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And you know, being able to have a balanced attack is so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
And a nice first down game there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense.
Look
out, he's got some space. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
Oh my gosh, I mean, the defense could not have written a better script than this. First drive of the game, not only do you come up with a pick, but you spot your offense 6 points right away. I wouldn't be surprised if they tell their offense to sit back and take it easy, fellas.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick 6, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. Caught over the middle. It's Humphreys. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play. If they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
Looking for some space. It's ETN. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And, boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Caught on the outside. It's ETN. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. Second down after that completion. The coordinator showing heavy blitz pre-snap. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. In an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that and just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
He's running out of time here.
No.
Scrambling now. And
And
it's picked off. Threw it across his body and paid the price. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
The pocket breaking down. And it's caught inside the 10. Finally get him way down at the 2. Nice pitch and catch.
Well, that is a great throw and a catch, but now we'll see if they can finish off this drive by scoring a touchdown.
Off the big play, they're pounding on the door here. 1st and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Breaks a tackle. Makes a decent game. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. The throw. It's back.
Hey, let me get out.
Makes the catch.
Hey, let me get out. Nah, bro, it's too early. Chill out, man. It's too early.
Ball spotted at the 48.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
1st down. They're going to throw the football. Defense is coming after him. Grab down the middle. It's Humphreys. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
No, it's a kid. He ain't even looking. It's a guy right there.
Not before he gets
what the fuck?
The 30-yard line.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Oh my God, dog! They wanted. They gave him 2. They just gave him 2 RPOs, bro. I'm going to the house. What the fuck was that? Why won't man stop when I'm jumping the pit?
Behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches
That's a clear pit.
so dangerous after the catch.
Come on, bro. They want to get his man stuff, bro. What the fuck was that?
PHC up and good. They get a little bit closer.
What the fuck, bro? You know, blind RPO, bro. That's a touchdown. It's crazy.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Crazy.
Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Dropping back. It's Howard. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch does get the foot down.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Nice grab. It's a Buka. Big gain across midfield down near the 30-yard line.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. You think about it, over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
They'll run it from the gun. The Salk were able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
A nice RPO here by the offensive coordinator and a big gain by the back. But let's give credit to the quarterback. He saw that this defense was sitting back, worried about the pass, so instead of throwing it, he hands it off with some nice positive yards.
Buckeyes have 1st and 10 here. And here's the handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter.
Oh my gosh.
They got to make sure he got all the way behind the line. That's right. He certainly got it up and plenty of time.
Offense getting set for a second
I think
down.
that's a 2. That goes a 2. That's going to be a 2. That ties the game. That ties the game.
And on the carry, he's heading left. He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Ohio State. Still no answer for this offense.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield. We may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
Here comes the point after attempt. With the extra point, the lead is 14.
This place is absolutely stunning.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
After review, the ruling on the floor is confirmed. It's a good 2-point basket. 2-point, 125 apiece.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25.
What a shot, Halliburton. 29-22 overtime of game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals.
Who is that?
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Quick throw over the middle. Catch made on the right side. That's a big game. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Looking to throw. It's back. Going for a big play downfield.
I can't believe they're
Touchdown, Georgia.
like who would ever want to make this area? Barely
allows the receiver to run underneath that deep ball on that post route for a beautiful touchdown.
PAT is good as still trail.
It was a great pitch when they tried to.
This game will be good.
Results.
That one bounces through the end zone. It'll start at the 25.
They say lowest price. It's basically the same. If you find a lower price in the segment, we'll match you. Get the lowest price with the lowest price guarantee. Lowe's, we help you save.
Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. And looking to throw now on first down.
My bad.
Play could not escape the pass rush. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
Well, if you're going to be able to play in the SEC and be a dominant team, you have to have defensive linemen like this right here. We've seen that from Georgia over the years. They've been incredibly blessed to have defensive linemen that can hold up against the run, also have the ability to do this right here, which is pressure the quarterback and come up with those sacks.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's caught downfield. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, is him the ball.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Scanning the field. It's Howard. Quarterback escapes the pocket. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Lets it go quickly. Makes the catch downfield.
That's another huge game for this guy. And I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They've moved him around, given him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. Boy, is he taking advantage of that here in the first half of the national title.
There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State kids lately, about those NFL-ready wide receivers. We all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
The Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. Linebackers making some adjustments now. Here comes a handoff. Shoots to get free. Breaks the tackle. Now he's got room to run. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
And the quarterback keeps it here. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
Buckeyes line it up with 1st and goal.
They didn't make a call, so they can't review it.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in.
Did he take it too?
Solid tackle, able to get him down.
I think it should have been a goaltender. I think he hit the ball first. Here's a 3. Three-point shooting down the stretch for the Pacers.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. Trying for the touchdown. They'll test the left side. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown.
I gotta get a side to that. Look at him.
So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution. The championship.
Oh, you hit me, bro. Come on, bro.
This is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. Dropping back, it's back. Looks to the left, pass caught. Moves the ball to 36.
That's stopping shit, bro.
That's a big first down for this offense, and it's not been a great day so far, but maybe this play can get them going. And keep this in mind, Chris, because they started the game with the possession, they will not get to start the second half on offense, so they need points right here.
Hey, yeah.
Wow, a third tip tonight by the QB.
He did that, but he was stopping shit.
Return to pick six. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Chris, I think the quarterback gets through here. He might have thought it was man-to-man coverage. I thought he might go to the outside. He comes back to the middle, and that linebacker's playing zone, reading the quarterback's eyes, steps in front of that throw, and takes it to the house for a touchdown.
There by Neesmith. The officials let the play.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring it back.
Neesmith with 5. Bronson with 5. OG with 5.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes in the lead and brings the ball to the 25-yard line. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going.
Oh, my God.
It's love it. That'll be enough for a first down. Brought down at the 43.
Well, it's got to start somewhere, and there's a nice first down to keep this drive alive and hope to be able to create a little bit of momentum here near the end of the first half, trying to cut into this lead and get some points on the board.
Oh, that's my fault. That's my fault. That's my fault. Johnny, that was stupid. He threw the ball right to you. That was stupid, Johnny. Oh, my God. What I'm doing, bro. I need to go to bed. That was terrible, bro. He just threw the ball to me. I didn't look for the damn jump. It's it.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
With a 10-12 night, this is what makes Bronson so great. Because he is such a great free throw shooter.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Takes the toss, heads to his right. Enough for a first down at the 37.
Any team that likes to run the toss and can do it successfully means they can win the battle on the edges. When you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner, they got it done there for a very nice game.
New center downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Howard. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Makes the grab. It's Judkins. In the clear at the 25. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Bringing pressure. And the junior able to get home with the sack. The Buckeyes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Looking to pass here on second down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he throws the ball out of bounds there. Smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up third down.
The defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. So they won't take a shot at the end zone. Out comes the field goal team trying to get 3 before the end of the half. It'll be a 34-yard try. And that one's straight down the middle. And they add to their lead.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
The kick is a squib kick, taken by one of the up men. And they get him down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
I think he needs to see a
Bro, this shit crazy, bro. They done turned into a goddamn air raid offense, bro. No way we learned this when we get to this. Nah, straight air raid.
It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25.
Y'all been in the lab. This is his whole game up.
Onto the field. And this offense trying to build in a very impressive first half performance, trying to stretch the lead right away here in the third. And a run moves the ball over the 33.
That is true also.
I just love watching his back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid game.
Can't deny that. So
now it's second down here.
Brunson. That's why Brunson was trying to get the ball in quickly. That's close.
On the run, it's Henderson. A sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage to get a first down.
Boy, just a blown opportunity here by this defense. They got them to third down, a chance to potentially get them off the field. And the fact that they're trailing, they needed to make a play. You got to give credit to this offense. In the national championship, that big offensive line opened up a hole, and they pick up the first down and keep working clock.
And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
And Brunson knew. He knew to try to get the ball in quickly. Smart on his part.
Second
and
down
Nimhart
after
is
that
running
run on the previous
towards the
play.
bench, telling them to challenge. This is why you say your challenges, guys.
Using the ground game, their tailback has the handoff. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Now, back to your point, Coach. Inbounding the ball under duress is always the hardest thing.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. Third and short now from the 44. And they pick up the first on the ground. Buckeyes offense is on the move now.
How impressive have these guys been up front today? big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Makes a quick catch. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country.
Good tackle.
Back to Carter Jones, J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Fields. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
Oh, they'll run it out of the shotgun. Stopped short. Just a short gain. Come up on third down. Solid drive. Defense trying to get off the field here.
In the first half. Look, this is the one defensive game still.
Quickly. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are walking with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff.
This is the all-defensive team on the floor here for the Pacers. Ben Shepherd back on the floor. How about the minutes that he played in the second half on that comeback?
Bridges will inbound.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long.
And here's Brunson.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so blocked.
No. 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 That is crazy. Unacceptable. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.